Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Lufia 2. Last time we left off, we went to see Lexus's friend who's building submarines. But suddenly, the plans were stolen by an elf girl, so we've got to go to a mountain of a very peculiar name, as you'll see in a second, and get those plans back. But first, scary-looking tree enemies. Or, as they might prefer to be called, Ents, but in any event, those evil, soulless eyes are not very comforting. Let's see how we handle the situation, shall we? Ooh, a Sizzle smash. Ooh. Finally, Nox getting in some good attacks. It's about time, too. He's a really good capsule monster, all in all. Very helpful in non-boss battles, because he can do moves that instantly kill enemies, and that's definitely worthwhile. It makes these fights very, very simple, although not a very enemy-intensive cave or dungeon this time, but it's certainly one I remember. As you can see here, you have these pillars that look a lot like knights from a chessboard, and they will stop you from moving if you get in their way. So you kind of have to think these through, and they're kind of annoying. When I was thinking of parts of this game that happen later on, this definitely came to mind, although it's not nearly as big of a dungeon as I remembered. It's just because I think you have the knight-looking chess pawns. So if we move this over here, and move this one over to the right, and up, so they're facing each other, bam! That's probably the hardest thing you're going to do in this dungeon, luckily. Make our way out here, and it's kind of crazy how short they made it. In fact, this is the only room with any enemies in it whatsoever. Isn't that crazy? I mean, every dungeon that we've been to up till now has had a ridiculous amount of enemies, so on the upside, I guess I won't have to do too much editing, huh? Alright, so let's take care of whatever we gotta take care of. Kill some evil flowers, vampire roses, and oh, we're being attacked by some more soulless trees again. They're mad. They're mad Ents. Let's see, burn these guys down with some fire real quick. How about a little bit of fire, Scarecrow? I don't know if I like the Firebird animation all that much. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's a little lacking. I like those dragon animations a whole lot more. And come on, Nexus. Alright, good. Glad to see he's able to do a decent amount of damage to a single target. Although I do like the fact he can target multiple enemies, but I've said that probably 4 or 5 times by now. Anyhow, over the bridge and through the cave, to the elf village we go, I think. Oh, and now we get him across this room. Now this room, pretty intimidating, because you get the feeling that it's got a really large size to it, but in fact, the only treasure in here is that one that you can see down there, and all you've really got to do is push these 2 statues down on the left and the right to be able to get to it. And then we get ourselves the Aqua Sword, which, as you might imagine, is a sword with a water elemental attribute to it. I'll get this guy out of the way. Now you just have to go down and to the right, and that's where the exit is, and these guys shouldn't give you too much problem. Just move them into positions where... What? Oh, come on. He's off screen! It shouldn't count if they're off screen! Anyhow. Alright, push him that way. Make our way out. Hey, look, it's Elf Girl! Gotta catch her! Gotta catch her! No way! It's like, this is the 3rd time today I've been mobbed by gargoyles. Jeez. Gargoyles. Now that was an awesome TV show. Short-lived. I liked how so much of the cast from Star Trek The Next Generation did voices on that. I also wish I would have watched more of it, but it was just one of those shows like Thundercats that I just didn't really know about. I don't know why. It was just like, either I didn't have the station that it was on, or I didn't know when it was on. It was one of those things. At least I had Ninja Turtles, and that's really all that matters when it comes down to it, right? So anyhow, we're up against 4 of these stone gargoyles. I just tried to use some water attack, trying to go with a Pokemon strategy here. That didn't work as well as I would have thought. And now these guys are hitting kind of hard, but again, I think this is one of those boss fights where the gargoyles become regular enemies eventually. And by eventually, I mean this game is going on forever, isn't it? Oh man, but we are getting to the end. We are definitely 3/4 of the way through it, just to give you an idea, because I know all of you guys have stuck with me. Thank you so much. You deserve like an extra special thanks, and thanks a lot, Nox, for not sticking with me. I'm trying to give you a chance to show off your incredible killing skills. Oh, well, like I said, he's not as effective in boss battles, so I'll give it to him. Let's see, what should we use? Oh, let's try to save Lexus, huh? Jeez, it's pretty low on health. Can't take too much more. He's just a scientist after all. Come on, he's wearing a lab coat. I can't imagine a lab coat is all that defensive, right? I mean, you know, It is what it is. At least he's got that wrench. I do like bizarre weapons in video games. I've never really played the Kingdom Hearts series, but I like the idea of a giant key being used as a weapon. It's kind of just cool. It's very, very anime-esque. Oh, so let's try Thunder! Again, we'll use a different kind of Pokemon strategy, and flying enemies are weak against lightning. Oh, that did a little bit better. Although it might just be because there's only 3 guys left instead of 4, and now we're down to 2, so we're doing really good. Yeah, that's right. Beat up Lexus. You put him in his place. Man, I was just watching the South Park episode last night on bullying, and Butters gets bullied by his grandma. That was great. I felt so bad for him. It was just such a... they did the whole bully thing just perfectly. But, oh man, good stuff. I love South Park. I've watched every single episode, and I think I'll keep watching that until the series is over with. Oh, 72 to Guy. Not like Guy can't handle that. I mean, he is the guy, after all. I want to be the guy, but you can't, because Guy's the guy already. Alright, one last Thunder. That should just about solve our gargoyle dilemma. And there we go. Not a whole lot of anything, but we did rescue the elf girl. Are you alright? I didn't ask you to help me. You people are... Milka, stop it! Whoa, who is this? Artea! I believe it's Artea, at least. What kind of language is that? These people saved her life, didn't they? But, Artea, they were making one of those weird ships. The lab was draining ooze. Is that why you stole the plans? Whatever the reason, stealing is wrong. That's right, kids. Moral of the day. Wait a minute, are you sure about ooze coming out of the lab? You didn't even know how the lab was killing the city and sea? Not a single flower blooms. Bah? That's enough, Milka. Give the plans back. But, Artea, they just keep... Forced understanding will not last. Change comes only when they see the problem for themselves. Because knowledge is power. I return these to you. Wait! It might not be right away, but I'll fill Portravia with flowers. You have my word. You mean... Yes, I will remodel the machines in the lab so no more ooze leaks out. You will? Really? Of course. I will prove to you that I am really a genius. Duh? When the city is filled with flowers, I will invite you to join me there. There'll be flowers everywhere. The vegetation will destroy the city. I didn't say I wasn't an evil genius, right? Oh, thank you. Well, let me go back to the city and start working on it right away. Johnny, I'll meet you back there, and we can devise our evil plan then. They can't stop me now. Artea, bad news. What? What is it? A weird ball of light appeared above our village. It wasn't like those regular balls of light at all. That light is full of evil energy flow. The amount is, well, it's over 9,000! What? Over 9,000? That sounds very familiar. Really? What is it? It's the Sinistral of Destruction. You should return to the village at once. We'll go with you. But I really cannot bring humans into my village. We have no time for that now, alright? Go now or your people will all be slaughtered. Alright, Orpus. Artea, the ball of light suddenly flew here and wrapped around Karen and took her away. Oh god, no. What? Mother! There was nothing we could do. It was too strong. We couldn't even move. I'm so sorry. So where did this ball of light go? It flew towards the Divine Shrine. Well, that's got a good ring to it, right? The Divine Shrine? That's why Karen... He's had everything planned all along. Dun dun dun! What is this, Divine Shrine? They're mystic stones that boost power inside. Only Karen can open the door. I understand. This isn't good. Johnny, we don't want an Amon with even more power. I know. Artea, where's that shrine? You can't enter without elves. Please, leave this to me. I know you don't want to do things with humans, but you really need us for this. Amon's power is beyond imagination. We may not be able to defeat him. We need to work together. I understand. This is no time to futz around. We need to get to Karen as soon as possible. So will you tell me where the shrine is? Southwest. You seem to know best about Amon. Until we save Karen, please lead the way. Alright, let's go! And Artea joins the party. And that means that, unfortunately, Lexus is no longer with us. That's right, that's the last time you will see Lexus. And we got Artea, who is known in the status menu as Arty. You know, Arty, The strongest elf in the world. It's always nice to have a strong elf with you. Perfectly complements a guy like Johnny the Fighter. Strongest heroes in the world. And he can learn a magic spell that no one else can called Fry, which hits enemies with beams of light. Very expensive, but very worthwhile, so we might as well throw that on him since he's the only one that can use it anyway. And with that, I guess we're gonna have to go do the hero thing and go save Karen, and maybe this time we'll be able to fight Amon. So there we go, guys. We've got the final party of the game. An elf, a guy, a magic-using chick that's very butch, and of course, yours truly, Johnny the Fighter. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. This has been the Johnny Cage. Please subscribe, comment, and like if you have not, and I will talk to all of you guys tomorrow.